Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay Chardonnay. If you're new here, hi. If you aren't new here, hi. So today kicks off January 1st of 2026. Y'all, we made it. Can't believe we made it. I ain't even go, can't believe we made it. I'm so happy to see 2026. Honestly, 2025, it low-key flew by, but at the same time, I was over it. I'm done, I'm over it. I'm ready to go into 2026 with new expectations, with happier expectations, even though the world is in such a crisis right now. The only thing we can do right now is to keep our best foot forward. I can't really say too much on that particular topic because I am active duty military, so I can't say too much, but just putting our best foot forward for 2026 is always the goal. So with that being said, I want to get into my New Year's resolutions list, and hopefully some of these inspire you guys as well. I do want to give a quick little, shameless plug. Target. Go to Target for your planner. Like, this is literally the cutest planner I've ever had. Oh my god. It's just so cute. And then it comes with the stickers, and clearly I've been using these stickers like hell. I'm able to put all of my appointments and everything in there. I literally have all of my month planned out already. So get y'all a planner for 2026. That should be like the first thing that we're doing. Okay, I do want to preface by saying, if you guys hear sounds, my husband is also recording upstairs. I wanted a more calm tone or whatever. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear him because I will be using the isolate voice feature. So with that being said, let's get into the New Year's resolutions list. My first resolution is to be more active on social media. I've had this dream of wanting to be a content creator for so long, and I feel like I have really let myself be lazy about it, not really promoting anything, not using my Instagram for what I really love to do, which is fashion. I do have a separate page called This Is For Me Honestly, where I used to post all of my fashion stuff. I don't anymore, and I really do want to get back into that. I also want to make sure I'm more consistent when I'm posting on my social medias, as far as my YouTube and my TikTok. I feel like I do better on TikTok because I only got 5 minutes to get your attention and for you to stay and like it and everything, but it's so competitive on TikTok that I usually do even better, quicker on YouTube's shorts. So the whole thing is just to get better as a whole for the social media part. As a side note to that, it's a number 2, but it just means therefore be more proactive in how I plan out my videos and how I plan out my edits, which is one of the biggest reasons why I bought my own personal planner, because I wanted to have those days where I can just mark off the days of when I'm recording or when I'm editing or when I want to film. So I want to be more consistent about that. My third New Year's resolution is to study the Bible every day. I definitely want to start getting more into my scriptures. I do go to church, and as of lately, we have been watching it from home, streaming it online, just because we have 2 toddlers and they can't stay still for nothing. So we attend church online while they are streaming, and we'll get our church feel that way. But I'm also not taking the steps to really read the Bible. So I want to make sure that I'm taking my time to do that, because sometimes I do be a little lost or confused, or I'm not quite sure if the Bible says certain things. So I want to start doing that research for myself and hopefully get closer to God as well. My fourth resolution is to travel more or experience different things. With traveling, I don't necessarily mean out of the country. I mean, like I said, I have 2 children, third on the way. I'm not really too keen on traveling out of the country at the moment, unless it's for my job. But to experience new things, I live in California. I've only been to LA twice. I don't necessarily know all that's out there, but that's something different to experience, and with my family. So I really want to incorporate my family into my experiences, which is part of me experiencing different things. I can experience something differently when I'm by myself or when it's just me and my husband versus when my entire family is with me. So I do want to travel around the state more, travel around the country more, and then eventually travel outside of the country. Number 5, which shouldn't be a goal for this year. I should have already done it, but I want to start putting money in my savings. I know. I ain't got no savings. But it's just because like, I don't be thinking about it. Money's just there. So I don't think about that sounds really bad, but I do want to start saving money and throwing it into my savings rather than just like letting it roll over and keep rolling over into the next paycheck, into the next paycheck. I want to start actually putting into my savings, and the way that the world is right now, that's not a bad idea. So I definitely want to start putting money in my savings. I don't have a set amount that I want to have, but as long as I have something, I feel like that's a start for me as someone who doesn't save normally. The next thing on my New Year's resolutions, number 6, is to pay off my debts. More specifically, my credit card debts. It's not like a lot, but I've been taking my time with those things. I truly have, and it's not necessarily a good thing. It's not a bad thing either, but I want to be more proactive about getting that stuff cleared off and out of the way, because I mean, any debt is debt, and in the back of your head, it gets annoying and it gets exhausting. You just kind of want to get rid of it. So I just want to get rid of those like little 3 credit card debts, and that's it. Number 7 on my New Year's resolutions list is to get back in the gym. If you know me, you know I love to be in the gym, but every time I get pregnant, it's a hold up. So after I have baby Bean, and he's gonna be due around like March-ish, after I have baby Bean, my goal is to immediately get back into the gym. Like, I'm gonna give myself the time allotted, like 6 weeks to heal up, maybe 4 weeks to heal up, maybe a good month to heal up before I immediately get back into the gym. But that is something that I am diehard about, especially now that the Navy is going back to 2 PRT sessions a year. I definitely want to get back into the gym so I can keep up my body composition, I can keep up my job, I can keep up my fitness, my endurance, all of that, because I love to run. I can't run with a 7-month-old pregnant belly. Number 8 on my New Year's resolutions is to go back to work with more motivation. Lately, I feel like I've been very lackadaisical, not really caring. In fact, I was like that when I first got there because I was already pregnant. So it's very much like, nah, I don't care that much. I'll do this, I won't do that, I have been so lazy with my morale for my job that when I come back, I want to be like fully there, boots to the ground. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna volunteer. I'm gonna make sure that like my evals look good. Like, I'm going to hit the floor blazing. Like, that is my goal, to be more motivated at work and to be more motivated to go to work. Number 9, one of my most important New Year's resolutions is to set boundaries. I have been having a really tough issue with setting boundaries with people, with friends, with family. I tend to not really back down, but just kind of let things be, because in my head it's just like, I don't want to argue with you, I don't want to fight with you, I don't want to cause any type of confusion or conflict. I'd rather just let things be. But that in turn has made people, especially family, think that they can speak to me any kind of way or treat me any kind of way. And mind you, I've got 2 kids, 1 on the way, I'm 24, I'm a wife, I pay my own bills. Rent here is $4,000 a month. I got my own shit to worry about. I don't want to worry about how somebody is treating me when I know that I don't deserve to be treated like that. So that is one of the biggest goals, just to set boundaries, whether it's hard boundaries or soft boundaries, just to go ahead and start little. But I do know that as a human being, I do need boundaries. So hopefully we can achieve that this year. Not hopefully, we will actually, because that's really important. Set boundaries, people. Number 10 on my New Year's resolutions is read more books. I have been stuck on 1 book for almost a year now because I never have time to read it, or I forget that I have it. And I have a whole like mini book collection that I've finished before. Like, I love to read. I love to read, yet I don't do it often. And it is kind of hard to have time for myself to read when I'm a full-time working. I'm about to go back to school, or I've already enrolled into school, so I'm a full-time student, I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I still have household duties to tend to, so I have to cook, clean. Like, it's a lot to just have time for myself that doesn't involve maybe even content creation. So for me to like read a book, a few books actually would mean everything, just so I can have like just that regular solitude, and it'll help pull me away from TikTok because I'm on TikTok all the time. So I need a book. I need to stimulate my mind somehow else. Number 11 on my New Year's resolutions is to prepare to move. We are moving soon. I don't want to speak too much about it because God still has it in the works for us, but we are moving this year and I'm excited. I'm happy. You guys will definitely see what we're working with. It is military housing. So if you guys are interested in what military housing looks like, then definitely make sure you tune into that. But just preparing to move. I mean, we're gonna have a newborn baby around that time anyways. So just getting everything together, making sure this house is in top tip condition. Already starting like do little workings around this house just to prepare us for our next house. Number 12 is also a very, very important New Year's resolution. It's to give birth to a happy and healthy baby boy this year. I don't want any complications. My last baby, there was a lot of complications and I would not be here if it wasn't for the amazing doctors. But this year, I really want to focus on just having a healthy baby, a healthy pregnancy the rest of this time to make sure I'm okay. I need to make sure that life is blissful for me for this pregnancy. Therefore, the delivery will be seamless and, dare I say, perfect. I do want to try hypnobirthing. I'm really tempted on trying hypnobirthing. So we'll see how that goes. Number 13 of my New Year's resolutions is to stay schedule consistent. I am very, very type A. I am a very type A person. Everything has a place to be. Everything has a certain way to be cleaned, and every day has a schedule. My issue is me being 7 months pregnant. I'm very tired, so I cannot fulfill a lot of my own in my head schedules, which is another reason why I bought another calendar. I have 3 calendars in total, I believe. My phone, a room calendar, my planner, and the downstairs calendar. So I have 4 planners actually to force me to stay motivated and consistent in my scheduling, because if I falter off the schedule, it makes the next day rough for me. And me being pregnant, I do not have time for that. So the goal is to remain schedule consistent, and it's gonna go for everybody in the house. So remain schedule consistent because it'll help us in the long run. It'll prevent procrastination, it'll prevent laziness, and I'm a genius. I'm an organizational genius, so this is going to work. And last but not least, number 14 on my New Year's resolutions is to maintain my maintenance. This year, I was really trying to just keep my hair done for the year, but now that I know how to do certain things myself, like I know how to do my lash extensions, I know how to do a decent wig installation, I know how to do my nails, like now that I know how to do things, and I just introduced myself to waxing like in June or July. So I feel like with me knowing how to do these things myself, me keeping myself maintenance will not be a problem, will not be an issue. And I realize the more maintenance that I feel, the more womanly I feel, the more feminine I feel, the less I bark orders and I'm so like high strung with everybody in the house. So that is the goal, just to keep trying to remain in my feminine energy by having some couth, having some demure to myself. You know, I want to keep myself maintenance. So that's gonna be, honestly, I feel like that might be my biggest challenge, because I do put my own self on the back burner a lot for the rest of my family and for the house, just because I want to make sure that everything is okay and everything moves properly, everything like goes off without a hitch. But my husband has constantly reminded me, take time for yourself, you are important. Like he's been trying to get me to sit down for the longest. This is the first time I'm sitting down to actually record something. So I want to keep myself maintenance and put myself first on my little maintenance days. Surprisingly, those are not scheduled out, but that is the goal. So that was it for my New Year's resolutions. I hope you guys gathered some inspiration. I hope it spoke to you in a different way. You know, I really do enjoy this kind of video where I'm just sitting on the couch and just talking. Might got to do these more often. But I also do love like little makeups and the get ready with me's and the wigs and all that kind of stuff. But Nonetheless, I hope you guys really did enjoy this. I hope that it helped you come up with your own list, and I hope 2026 is a blessing for you. I hope you receive in abundance, and I hope you guys stay and subscribe and like my video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Happy New Year's.